For some reason, okay, I had that written down wrong. All right, so we got Mack Def coming off a win. We got Mack Def versus Young Africa, man. I mean,
hey, Mike, check. Can you hear me?
I've been waiting for this moment my whole life.
Mack Def, this could be your redemption day, man. You've been on a tough stretch, man. This could be the day where you redeem yourself, man.
I can feel it coming in the air.
So that means we got Mack Def and Young Africa on the Hakeem versus Dennis Rodman debate.
I ain't gonna lie, Mack Def who's
the better defender, correct?
Yeah. Okay, Dennis Rodman or Hakeem Olajuwon, man.
Put some bass in your voice, nigga.
It's gonna be real quick.
I
don't want you at
your work. I don't want you at your week. I want you at your best.
Like that. You ain't like that.
Let's go. Don't take me lightly. Who you talking to?
You ain't like that, man. Hey, you got one win and you turning up like this, man. What's up with you, man? All
right, y'all.
I'm about to kill you and your Nigerian dream.
Mack Def, you are the lower ranked debater.
You
are taking Mack Def is taking Dennis Rodman. Young Africa has Hakeem Olajuwon under the debate. Who is the better defender? Hakeem Olajuwon or Dennis Rodman? Mack Def and Dennis Rodman. You guys go ahead and start now, man. Go ahead and cook.
Is Hakeem Olajuwon even the best defender at the center position? I mean, sure, he has the all-time leader in blocks, but there's an asterisk next to that. Everybody knows Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain have more blocks and more steals at the center position if they were being recorded. What about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? He's top 10 all time in blocks, but his first 3 to 4 years were not recorded. If you recorded Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's blocks his first 3 to 4 years on the average he had during the decade of the 70s, he would be the all-time leader in blocks. Mark Eaton is the all-time leader in blocks for a season. So the very thing that Hakeem Olajuwon is great at, there's an asterisk next to it from Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But let's look at Rodman at the small forward and power forward position. The versatility at the small forward position, he made first team all defense coming off the bench. Next, he wins 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards at the small forward position, being the only player in history to win the award, averaging less than a steal and a block a game. That doesn't do it for you? Okay, what about the power forward position? Dennis Rodman recorded 7 consecutive straight rebounding titles at the power forward position. That is the most consecutive rebounding titles all time. He's second all time in rebounding titles, only to Wilt Chamberlain. So not only did he make history at the small forward position, he also did it at the power forward position. But what about the versatility? The man guarded 1 through 5 in GOATs at that position. In the playoffs, he guarded Magic Johnson at the 1, Michael Jordan at the 2, Larry Bird at the 3, Karl Malone at the 4, and Shaquille O'Neal at the 5. He's all-time great. Hakeem Olajuwon didn't do nothing but sit his big Nigerian ass in the paint and block shots. That's all he did. Young Africa, is Hakeem more versatile than Dennis Rodman on the perimeter and interior? Do you got the answers?
Oh, this bass in your voice.
Young Africa. Hey, he's asking you questions again, man. Your time starts now, man. Go ahead and cook.
Hey, look, man. Hakeem Olajuwon's defense is literally based off of his versatility, bro. His shot blocking, his steals. Hey, look, I could talk about his 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards. I could talk about his 9-time defensive selection. I could talk about how he's all-time leader in blocks and all that. But, yo, did you just know? What more do I need to say, man? They just changed the award, the Defensive Player of the Year award, and they call it now what, Lamont? They call it the Hakeem Olajuwon Trophy. That's what they define as the Defensive Player of the Year award. When you talk about the defensive greatness of Hakeem Olajuwon, you got to talk about his versatility guarding the post, blocking shots, leading the league in block 3 times, all-time leader in blocks. Hey, let's put in context how great of a shot blocker he was, right? If you combine Dennis Rodman with the second greatest blocker or all-time leader in terms of Dikembe Mutombo, in terms of career total blocks, you combine Dennis Rodman's and Mutombo's, it still don't even match up to Hakeem Olajuwon. It's how far he separated himself in his career, right? Then you go to his agility, his quick hands, enabling him to stop the opponents, initiate fast breaks. The average steals per game was 1.7. You know, Dennis Rodman never even averaged 1 steal or 1 block in any season of his career, bro. He don't even average 1 steal or 1 block his whole career. And so at the end of the day, when you talk about this, and then the context of Hakeem Olajuwon, when he's the only player in NBA history to have over 200 blocks and 200 steals in one individual season, you understand the impact of his greatness, right? Then you understand his team defenses when they were in his first 8-10 season in the NBA. 8 top 10 defenses, 8 top 4 defenses and 9 top 10 defenses. Hey, look, This ain't even a competition. His size, his strength, his speed. When you talk about Dennis Rodman, he doesn't have the size of Hakeem Olajuwon. When you talk about paint protection and how he stood in the paint in the illegal defense era, right, where help defense is huge and you can't load up, Hakeem Olajuwon's greatest help side defense of all time aided the Houston Rockets without all-time great defenders to be able to be leading in the defensive rating metrics all season, most of his career, bro. So, hey, don't talk to me about Dennis Rodman and his versatility, man.
All right, that's time. We got the second round starting, man.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play. This nigga said Hakeem Olajuwon was the first player with 200 blocks and 100 steals in a season.
The only player in NBA history to have over 200 blocks and 200 steals in one season.
You said go rewind the tape.
You can rewind the tape. What do
you
think
said? He was the first person with 200 steals and 100 blocks.
I said he was the only person to have 200 blocks and 200 steals in an individual season.
Rewind the tape.
Hold on. But Mack Def.
I know
if he's the first person and the only person, that's the same thing.
It's
right?
the same thing, nigga. Whatever.
He didn't say 200. He didn't say 200 and 200. He said 200, 100.
No, I did not. Hey, if you rewind the tape and he loses this, do I just sweep or what? We can rewind the tape. We can do that. Like, what's happening? You can't call the flag and then you will lose in the round, Mack Def. Hey, rewind the tape. Hey, go ahead and rewind the tape. Hey.
Mack Def, are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah. You really want to do this? Fall back.
Yes. What do you? The flag is out.
So
rewind the tape and take the L.
Hold on, Mack Def. What are you telling me to ask ChatGPT?
No. They ain't nothing to ask ChatGPT.
No, because he said that Hakeem Olajuwon was the first player with 200 steals and 100 blocks.
That's not what I said.
200 blocks and 100 steals in a season.
That's not what I said.
That's what he said. He said Hakeem Olajuwon was the first with 200 steals and 100 blocks.
No, I didn't. I said
Michael Jordan is the first person ever to do it.
Hold on. And Young Africa, what did you say? What did you say?
He was the only player in NBA history to have 200 blocks and 200 steals in an individual season, bro. The only player.
So are you contesting those numbers?
He didn't say He didn't say 200, Lamont. He said 200, 100. That's my issue.
I'm about to rewind.
You're gonna have to rewind the tape.
I'm about to rewind the tape. Hold up. I'm about to rewind the tape. I'm gonna go mute. Hold up.
I mean,
if he said 200, then he wins the first round. I heard
you know how hard it is to go back and try to listen to that during the live stream, man.
It's only 2 minutes. He got it.
All right, man.
We'll get rid of the challenge flags then.
No, we challenge matters of fact, but you got to hear accurate.
That is a matter of fact. That is an all-time leading stat. What are you talking about?
So 200 and 200 is what he said, correct?
That's what he said. I heard 200, 100.
I got it, Lamont. You ain't even got to do the work, Lamont. I got it over here.
Right.
Look. Right here.
Play it for us.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it for you. And you gonna take your L, Mack Def. You did good, Mack Def. You should have just taken your dub and kept it moving. Look. Stop the opponents, initiate fast breaks. The average steals per game was 1.7. You know, Dennis Rodman never even averaged 1 steal or 1 block in any season of his career, bro. He don't even average 1 steal or 1 block his whole career. And so at the end of the day, when you talk about this, and then the context of Hakeem Olajuwon, when he's the only player in NBA history to have over 200 blocks and 200 steals in one individual. Hey, man, you got it. Hey, yo, wrap this nigga up, man. Pack him up.
You got it. That's round 1 goes to Africa. Let's go.
Pack him up, man. You shouldn't have done
round that. Round 1 goes to Young Africa.
Mack Def. All right, Mack Def. Let's go to Mack Def. I tried to save you.
Round 2. Round 2. I still got 2 rounds.
Yeah, man. Stop it, bro.
All right, round 2, man.
Africa, you didn't cook.
Man,
Mack Def.
Rodman.
Mack Def.
Shut up.
Your time starts now, Mack Def. Round 2 starts now.
When it comes to all time means no air attacks. That means past, present, and future. So when we talk about Dennis Rodman being an all-time better defender than Hakeem Olajuwon, I think Rodman's versatility manages better in today's. Let's look at the best defender in today's era. Draymond Green, who can guard all 5 positions. Sounds like Dennis Rodman. Marcus Smart, a perimeter defender, defensive player of the year, guarding the perimeter. Kawhi Leonard, 2-time defensive player of the year, guarding the perimeter. Drew Holiday, one of the best perimeter defenders in the league today. I think Dennis Rodman, with his versatility, will fare better, not only because what he did in his era, but from the facts and the players that I just named. Now let's look at the centers in this era. I mean, Rudy Gobert is pretty good for defensive player of the years, but didn't he have to get taken out in some games versus the Clippers when they went to small ball? Giannis is a great defender, but not really great at the perimeter. And didn't he have Drew Holiday at the center, at the head of the defensive team? Brooke Lopez, Bobby Portis, a whole defensive team around him. I mean, Anthony Davis is probably the best interior defender, but he's great at perimeter. So in today's era, you tell me, I don't know how would Hakeem Olajuwon fare in this era. Also, Rodman in today's era would be one of the best rebounders, not just on the defensive end, but the offensive end. This man is made great offensive records. He's the only player in NBA history to have 11 offensive rebounds in the NBA Finals, which is a record, him tied with Elvin Hayes. So in today's era, Rodman would fare better in today's era, which makes him an all-time great defender. How would Hakeem Olajuwon fare in this era, Young Africa? Do you have the answers to that? Do you have the questions for that? Time.
All right, man. He's asking you another question. Africa, your second round starts now, man.
The hypotheticals are ridiculous, bro. If you got to go to hypotheticals to back up what Dennis Rodman could be because he wasn't what he was when he was in the 90s, that's cap, bro. Hakeem Olajuwon in this era, when Rudy Gobert out here average getting defensive player of the year was on strictly blocks alone, shows you what Hakeem would do. He'll be the most dominant defender in the NBA, bro. So let me say something, man. Let me say something. That's stupid. Hey, look, when we talk about versatility, right, and coaching, understand this. Your interior presence in the 90s was so important because the paint was packed. You didn't have stretch bigs in the time. You had play. What's up, Mack Def? What's up with Mack Def, man? I'm frying you that bad, man. You screaming out loud. Look.
The second crash in a week for ABQ Ride. On Friday, a city bus driver was tossed to his windshield during a crash on Central Avenue. Action 7 News was the first to show you video from inside that bus. Reporter Megan Cruz spoke to ABQ Ride today, who says there are lessons to be learned.
Rudy Gobert out here average getting defensive player of the year was on strictly blocks alone, shows you what Hakeem would do. He'll be the most dominant defender in the NBA, bro. So let me say something, man. Let me say something. That's stupid. Hey, look, when we talk about versatility, right, and coaching, understand this. Your interior presence in the 90s was so important because the paint was packed. You didn't have stretch bigs in the time. You had play. What's up, Mack? In the 90s was so important because the paint was packed. You didn't have stretch bigs in the time. You had play.
And captured the crash from the air. It happened last Friday. Albuquerque police say this silver truck ran a red light on Central Avenue, striking the bus, which was heading south on Unser.
Crash, it was unavoidable. If you take a look at the video, there was nothing he could have done to prevent that crash.
Officials say, surprisingly, neither of the drivers were seriously injured. Albuquerque police did not ticket the truck driver. Investigators believe neither alcohol nor drugs were factors in this crash. Despite doing other things behind the wheel, a spokesperson for ABQ Ride says,
It didn't appear to me that he was distracted.
However, he says he was thrown through the windshield because he wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
He could face some sort of discipline for that.
But aside from this crash,
He is an outstanding driver and an outstanding employee.
City officials say this video will now be shown to all their bus drivers.
There's a reminder that you should wear your seatbelt at all times.
In Albuquerque, Cruz, KOAT Action 7 News.
No passengers were on the bus at the time of that crash. Santa Fe County...
Yeah. F your feelings. As far as sport podcasts out, we the realest. Hot takes, fact-based. If we said it, then sign and seal it. Politically correct takes ain't what we give it. We do film study, we do live streams, we tough critics. We go against the grain. We in a different lane. If you ask me who to go, I'ma say it's James.